Morning everybody, Norma here, welcoming you to your Wednesday morning slow flow. We're going to get started just in a moment, so if you've arrived, welcome. If you're joining later, welcome as well. So we'll be beginning on our backs today in Shavasana, and we're going to be focusing on our heart, doing some poses that will help create some space and maybe open up our heart a little bit. So as always, just a reminder that I can't, hi Kelly, so nice to see you. I can't see you out there. I can see your names pop up, and glad to see old and new friends join us as they're able. So do this at your own pace. It is a bit of a flow. There's only about 4 vinyasas this morning, but as I said, we're gonna focus on our heart chakra, opening up our heart, and let's begin. Reminder to take sips of waters as we flow, and take the practice at your own pace. So arriving here in our Shavasana, taking up as much space as you want to on your mat this morning, and just taking these first few breaths to arrive and settle here. Maybe bringing one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Feeling that rise and fall of your chest. Know that you are safe and secure here, held by your mat, that surface you're laying on. Bringing your attention into your breath now. Noticing it enter your nose. Allowing things to soften here. Letting your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe unclenching your jaw. Maybe you weren't aware that you were clenching your jaw. Your shoulders to soften. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. So as you're aware of your breath, can we change our breath as it enters through our nose and now exhaling through our nose? Just that light constriction at the back of our throat. Knowing that if anything comes up and you want to release it, inhaling, exhaling, sigh, let it all go. Beautiful, guys. Take your knees into the chest. Maybe bring your head and shoulders up. Give yourself a little hug to start, and allow your shoulders to fall back to the floor, and just a little rocking from side to side, a little massage out to your spine. Just some awareness. How are you feeling this Wednesday morning? Just awareness, no judgment. And maybe just thinking about, how does my heart feel this morning? And maybe ask your heart, what does it need from this practice today? Or maybe from the rest of your day. Beautiful, guys. So letting your knees fall to the floor, turning over to one side or the other, and pushing yourself all the way up to our hands and knees. Tucking our toes, lifting our hips up and back to our first downward facing dog. So pedaling our heels out here, warming up our body, making sure that we have that great connection with our mat. Fingers are splayed out wide. Feet are shoulder width apart. And think about lengthening your tail back behind you as you pour your heart through the opening of your arms. Your biceps line up with your ears. Can we inhale together? Sigh, let it all go. Beautiful, guys. Bending your knees, looking to the top of the mat and traveling there. Either walking, stepping, or jumping. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine all the way up, bringing all of that, letting it right back in your heart. Anahata, our heart chakra. Taking that beat, inhaling, rise all the way up, bowing over our soft knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, honoring your body, high or low plank, all the way down to the ground. Untucking your toes, inhaling, just a little baby cobra to start. Exhaling, pushing up through your table to downward facing dog. Always an option to travel through table there, honoring your body. Let's do that one more time. Bending your knees, looking to the top of your mat and arriving there. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine all the way up as we bow over our soft knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and rinse it out with your vinyasa. So, high or low plank. I'm going to my knees today. Maybe you're coming a little bit, shining your heart forward as we're warming up. And meeting in downward facing dog. 3 breaths here to reset. Using those sun salutations to warm up our body. Maybe asking yourself, as maybe you're feeling that heart pumping a little bit, what does my heart desire here? Leaving your right leg up behind you, stepping your right foot to the top of your mat. Creating a good foundation here before we rise up. Always permission to come down onto your knee to a low crescent lunge, patting that knee up with doubling up your yoga mat if you have any issues with your knees. I'm going to come up on my toes to high crescent lunge, making sure you're bending generously into your front knee, high on your back toes, and raising up, shining our heart forward. Making sure none of this compromises your breath. Beautiful. Pivoting on your back toes, opening up into warrior 2. So always with our warrior 2, we're bending still into that front knee. Our foot is now facing forward on our mat, our back foot. Arms are like wings. Your gaze is over your right middle finger. Making sure that our tail is tucked under. Flipping our right hand, reach it up and back, exalt your warrior. Beautiful, guys. Coming down, making a shelf out of your right arm. Just gently, don't fall into your right knee, like a shelf. Reaching up into your side angle pose. So again, nice big heart openers here. Nice time to send that breath to that whole expansionness of your left chest. Your gaze is up over your left middle finger here. Beautiful, guys. Cartwheeling our hands to center. We're just going to stay here for a moment, keeping our left foot pivoted. Can you turn right foot to meet left? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And come sweeping up to stand with our hands on our hips. Can you turn your heels open, inward, and your toes open? And let's just shift our weight from side to side as we arrive into our goddess squat. I'm just gonna turn sideways so you can see me. So we're long in our spine, tails tucked, opening our hands into cactus, our arms into cactus, and you feel that expansiveness in your heart again. All heart opening postures today. Working on that heart chakra, anahata. Trying to release anything that maybe is stuck. So we have expansiveness. Our heart feels lighter, our lungs feel lighter, helps our immune system. Beautiful, guys. Letting our hands come back to our hips. We're gonna turn both toes now facing the left back of your mat. So my stance is a little short here. So as we're coming up into our crescent lunge, maybe you want to edge that right foot out a little bit. Bending generously into your left leg, reaching up into high crescent lunge. Serving your body, always an option to come down to low crescent lunge. Are we still breathing? Our shoulders softening away from our ears. Are we high on our back toes? Pivoting on our right foot now, opening up into warrior two, second side. Feeling that strength in our legs, that softness, our arms like wings at our sides. Flipping your left palm now, reach it up and back to exalted warrior. Coming through, taking our left arm now down to our left knee without falling in. Tail remains tucked. Can you open up into your side angle? Beautiful, guys. This time, taking hands to our hips, taking left foot forward again. Let's do goddess squat one more time. So taking your heels slightly in, finding that sweet spot as you shift your weight from side to side. And once you're there, taking hands back up into cactus. Feeling that nice openness in your chest again. Beautiful, guys. My legs are a little bit on fire. I've been doing a lot of walking this week. So we're gonna let it go. Taking our hands back to our hips, pivoting on your right foot, windmilling your hands down to the mat, stepping right foot to left. I'm gonna rinse it out with a vinyasa. So all the way down, high or low plank. Maybe you're feeling a little bit warm, and if upward dogs in your practice, maybe your knees come off your ground, pushing back into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Taking this time maybe to get a sip of water. I'm gonna check to see how everybody's doing. Morning, Laurel. Morning, Bert. Okay. Nice to see all the new friends have joined us today. From your downward facing dog, can you inhale together, exhale, sigh, let it all go. Beautiful, guys. Bending your knees, looking walking to the top of your mat and traveling there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine all the way up, bringing all that energy landing in your heart. One more time, inhaling. This time, swan diving all the way down. Taking our feet hip distance apart. And grabbing onto opposite elbows. And just hanging here in our ragdoll for a moment, just with some inversion. Feeling that nice, generous bend to our knees. Feeling our belly compressed against our upper thighs. Feeling that breath into your back body. Letting your hands fall. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit back in your chair. Beautiful, guys. Feeling those legs today. Taking left hand across onto right knee. Taking right hand into right back pocket. Can you twist and shine your heart over to the right side of your mat? Coming back to center, hold on, I know you can do this. Right hand comes across, left hand into back pocket, shining over, twisting to your left side. Letting that come forward and dumping, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and come all the way down to your mat. If you want to throw one more vinyasa in there, honor your body. When you're ready, we're going to meet down on our bellies. Okay, can you take your arms as wide as the mat, your hands as wide as your mat. Hands are up on tented fingers. We're going to inhale up to a little cobra. Exhale, plant your hands. And head and chest come all the way down to the mat. Can you take your right arm long behind you, raising up into a little cobra, bending your left knee, stepping our left foot behind right knee, opening up, feeling that nice stretch in your right arm, letting your head come soft down onto the mat, extended wing. And if you have no problems with your neck or shoulders and you want to come into a half bind, you can do that here as well. Just having that more opening in your heart. But please don't do that if you have any issues with your neck. Beautiful, guys. Coming back to center. Taking right knee, ear to mat just for a moment. Coming back to center, second side. So left arm now comes long out to the side. Right fingers are on tented fingers. We're going to push up into our cobra. Bending our right knee this time. Stepping right knee, right foot to step behind left knee. Opening up. As you extend a wing on the second side. And again, if that is feeling comfortable, no issues with your neck, you can take this right arm behind to a half bind, opening your heart up one more time. Untwisting, letting right hand come down to meet left. This time taking left ear to mat. Just for a few breaths, letting any tension that may have come up there release. Taking your hands back to your head back to center. Can we come up on our forearms? Setting up for Sphinx pose here. So we want to be long on our mat. Forearms are like we're in dolphin or puppy dog pose. So elbows elbows are stacked on top of our shoulders. Always start with good alignment. Our toes are long behind us. Our foot is flat. And just think about lengthening your tail long back behind you. Your gaze is forward. Any issues with your back, and if that's causing any discomfort, just come down out of that pose just a little bit. Two more breaths here. Beautiful. Letting your head and shoulders come down to the mat. We're going to take our hands now that our hands are flat on our mat, right underneath our shoulders, preparing for locust pose. So can we keep our feet long behind us, lifting our knees up off of the floor here. And with an inhale, can you lift your heart and shoulders off of the mat? Maybe your hands follow. Thinking of that tail long behind you. Beautiful, guys. Coming down, letting that go. Inhaling together, sigh, let it all go. Let's do this again. So making sure our feet are long behind us, toe mounts, tops of feet are pressing long into your mat, knees are raised, breathing your heart and shoulders up, maybe your hands come by your sides or long behind you, and maybe if it's in your practice, your feet come up as well in your version of a locust pose here, shining your heart bright, making sure this isn't compromising your breath. Beautiful, guys. Taking right hands down by your shoulders, coming back, shoulder meet, forehead meets mat. I'm having trouble with my words this morning, sorry. Taking just one breath here to reset. We're going to push ourselves back into child's pose. So knees are wide in the mat. You lengthen your arms out long, draping your heart. Forehead comes to the mat. And once again, thinking of lengthening that tail long behind us as we settle here. Offering breath into our heart, the back of our heart here. Know that you are safe and held here. Just imagining that heart chakra, anahata, maybe shining a little brighter here, going through those poses. And just maybe taking a moment in this pose, maybe asking yourself once again, what does my heart desire? Five more breaths here. When you're ready, pushing yourself up out of your child's pose, coming all the way back down to your mat. Taking feet flat on the mat. Once again, toes are pointed a little bit out. And let's just windshield wipe your legs from side to side. The next time your knees fall to the right, you can leave them there. Stretching our hands once again, like wings by our side. Maybe taking your right foot, poking over your left knee. Twisting open. Your gaze can be over your left shoulder. Or your eyes can be lowered. Just offering a simple twist here as we prepare for Shavasana. So Anahata, our heart chakra, breathing your knees back up to center, right foot. If it was crossed, comes down. Heels are pointing in, toes pointed out. One more time, those windshield wipers from side to side. Next time your knees fall to the left, you can leave them there and maybe poking your foot over your right knee. Arms are long like wings once again, and maybe your gaze is over your right shoulder now, or your gaze is lowered. Stop. So Anahata, our heart chakra, is all about feeling balanced and calm, serene. It also can improve our immune system when we're not feeling unbalanced or stuck. And I thought that would be a nice focus for class today, as we're hearing all these things on the news and we're entering flu season, that we can be as well as we can be letting our knees come up, taking left foot down if it was crossed, and giving yourself any last movement your body may be asking for this morning before settling into your Shavasana. Legs can be stretched out long, letting your toes fall open. Maybe tucking your shoulders under, if that feels okay. Maybe your hands are in cactus. Just allowing one more opportunity to open up your heart. Enjoy these last few minutes of rest, knowing that when the time is right, I'll bring you back. Enjoy. Have the opportunity to stay in Shavasana, please stay here. If you have a hard stop like I do, slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Bring any small movements to wake yourself back up. Letting the light come into your eyes if your eyes were closed. Maybe just take a moment to massage out the back of your head, taking one ear to each shoulder. Taking a long stretch like you're waking up from a nap. Going over to one side or the other as you gently push yourself up to a seated position at the top of your mat. Taking hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Humbling our chin, eyes can be closed or gaze can be lowered. Sitting up tall in your seat. Just taking this moment to honor yourself for arriving on your mat this morning, carving out this time, going through the poses, sharing your energy together here. I love this community we've created. Taking a moment to notice any changes that your practice may have brought to your body, your mind, or your heart as we focused on Anahata today. Know that the love and the light in my heart bows to the love and the light in your heart. Namaste. Have beautiful days, friends. And remember to do something for yourself to fill yourself back up. Maybe think about, what does your heart desire? Till next time. Bye.